Here we are, week number 8 of the Martin Sports Car Club iRacing League. And here is my co-host for each we have each week, Lexi Plumley.
How's it going, mates? I am back here for another awesome race. How are you doing today, folks? You can tell me on one of the comments.
Boy, she's got this thing down. I think my job might be in jeopardy. She has the accent, and she's already pushing the subscribe and comment section of the what's going on below. So we are at the second of the racing circuits that got turned from a army base or a military base into a racetrack. So last week we were at Sebring, and now we're at Silverstone. So it's a 3.14 miles. This is the original layout before they did the upgrades for Formula One that came out a few years ago. But Lexi, if you want to talk about the weather.
Sure, mate. That's fun. Anyway, so let's see what the temperature is. It's 78 degrees. It was a little cold today, but it was pretty nice. It's 55% humidity, partly cloudy, 4 miles per hour. Perfect.
And with that, we'll jump right into the grid because I know this is a short parade lap here. So we have starting off no news there, but Jesse Olsen in pole with the 134.5 and Andrew 0.8 back. So that would put him like in a 135. Junie in third, Leland in fourth, Zane Plumley in fifth. All the ZP drivers all grouped together. Bob Blucher in sixth, Banana Man in seventh, Chris Wells in eighth, and Dustin Betch, who has come back to join us for one time here. So moving on to the GT3 class. Whoa, a little too far there. Sorry about that. All right, Michael from Mid-South, who's been joining us, has been a very fast driver the past couple weeks. In pole, Bradley in second, Justin Hall in third, Skylar fourth, Daniel fifth, Bjorn sixth, Tom is in seventh. Selin is Matt Jackson in eighth, Tom in seventh, Matt Jackson eighth, Nicholas in ninth, Selin in 10th, Craig in 11th, Paul in 12th, 13th is Josh, and 14th at the back of the grid, ZPM driver Dean Dibdahl. All right, so it looks like we are going to get started here. So let's go ahead and grab a good shot as the pace car are bringing the cars around. So it is off, waiting for the green flag as Jesse holds on to the field to back them up, and he's off. He's into the first corner and off on the back stretch, and oh boy, everybody's around. ZPM drivers are all over each other. Here comes Bob Blucher on the inside with Zane Plumley on the very inside, so we lost a little bit of that. And let's see, there goes Banana Man, and I think Bob Blucher unfortunately went off track. So let's check this out. This is our new replay feature.
Awesome.
Yep, just missed a little replay there. So we are on board right now. Let's get some here we go. Let's get some race info up. And, whoop, that's not the right one. I'm sorry.
Do I have to go over that again?
Yep, probably. Mm-hmm. All right, so moving on to Zane Plumley had to slow down and a little bit of an issue as went off to the side. So we're going to go check in with a bunch of the other drivers.
Well, I have to say this has been a wild chase. After first thing we see, they are going really, really pretty fast.
Yep, they sure are. It's a great field that we have this week with all the drivers that are moving on. And I know the timing and scoring board looks a little different right now. I'm not quite sure, but it should sort itself out here. I think maybe using the replay feature. Oh, wow, who was that? That was Leland. Leland going off after one of the corners. So, yeah, Michael is in command of the GT3 class, followed by Bradley and Justin Hall. So the study guys and Skylar, also a study driver, shut up and drive it driver, back through there as well. So everything should be sorting out. We're going to go ahead and change the camera view. So there's Matt Jackson, and Andrew did in second place. So I think he had a little spin as well. So Jesse Olsen crosses the finish line. Of course, the fastest lap of the race. He started in the lead with a 136.7, and the other guys are 137s, 138s. The guys that end up in the crashes, which was Banana Man, Zane Plumley, and Chris Wells, and Leland, and also Bob Blucher had a little bit of an issue there. So there's Bjorn, there's Bob catching up with Bjorn. Moving into turn 1. Whoa, had to take evasive action there with Dean Dibdahl, who did see him come in on the side. And Dustin Betch also had a little bit of problem there as well. And he is, hold up. Whoa, Craig Klein, a little bit off track.
Nice car.
Yep, he, yes, like kind of a tiger leopard print.
Nice.
Yep.
Should I go down the leaderboard?
Man, so much has changed, and I'm not sure what happened to the leaderboard, why it looks exactly the way it does, how it's mixed up a little bit, but you can do that.
So we have a lot of people here, so let's get started. We have Dean in first place. What an amazing thing. I don't know what happened to Jesse, but it is amazing that someone else can take the...
Whoa, Bob Blucher's around. Bob Blucher. Bob Blucher!
Bob Blake
He spun his car.
into the slipping, sliding truck.
And there's Dean in the ZPM Liberty on his Lamborghini Evo GT3, making up some places. So I know the timing and scoring has him showing as first, and again, not exactly sure what's going on with that, but we can absolutely, look at the leaderboard and with the class colors and everything, know what's going on. So I mean, Jesse is shown in first. Dean did start last, but showing is that. So we'll get that hopefully sorted out here real quick. All right, so Lexi, how do you feel already about what's going on with the race here at Silverstone?
Well, I like it very much.
Good. Yeah, I think maybe trying to use the replay function. There's Junie. Junie's in third place right now with the LMP2 class. So he's holding on, and he's pretty tight with those guys. All right, I see Dean out there has a battle on his hand with Tom. There we go. So the leaderboard has corrected itself. Not sure what I did. We're just a one-man and one-girl broadcasting team. I do not have a cameraman or a producer or anything. So when Lexi gets to talk, I get to fix things. So there's Dean, one of the closest going on here with Tom's car. And Tom looks like with that pink livery he's got on the BMW M4, he is trying to win that award. So I think he's catching on real quick about the. Yeah, I know. I think he's catching on quick about how to win the award here at the Martin Sports Car Club and to win the championship for the week. All right. So as the LMP2 drivers come in, so everyone's been setting down fast lap, but Junie just threw down fastest lap of the race now, 1:35.9. So everyone else is going to have to start catching up. All right, go ahead, Lexi.
Okay, I'm going to finish going down the leaderboard. So many things have changed. Dean is now in 6th place in the second class, or first. And now Jesse is in 1st place, but whatever. In 2nd place is Andrew, Junie, Slip and Slide, Banana Man, there he is. Zane Plumley, my almost awesomest dad.
Thank you.
Chris, Leland, Michael,
Dustin, yep.
Dustin, Michael, did I already read the name? Dustin, Michael, Justin Hall, Bradley, Skylar, Daniel, Dean, Tom, Beyond, Paul, Josh, someone new, Nicholas, Craig, new guy, Bob Bleacher.
Bob Bleacher! Oh, look, Skylar has a new picture.
That's Skylar?
That is Skylar.
That's weird.
He's looking at like, what you looking at?
I like your beard better.
Well, they can't see that. And some people have actually said that we should have a camera on us because they think it would be entertaining. I'm not so sure. Maybe just a camera for you, but not so much for me.
Well, because I've seen you.
Yep, that's true. All right, so let's check in with Bradley. Looks like he has got a tight battle here, getting ready to catch up to Justin Hall, his teammate.
Something's caught my eye.
Yeah?
What car it is?
I wonder which one that would be.
The one right there. Bradley? Oh, the one.
Yeah, of course Bradley. If it's not Bradley, it's Justin. And
it's not Justin, it's Bob Bleach.
Bob Bleacher! That's just so much fun to say in the British accent. Bob Bleacher in the LMP2 cars traveling around the track.
Oh, Bob Bleacher, you won the race. How about you start us off with a donut party? Bob Bleacher.
All right, so let's check in on some other drivers. We still have some races up here in the GT3 class, which, as you can tell, looking at the leaderboard, that there's a huge amount of GT3 cars this year. We kept about 8 or 9 of the LMP2s, but everyone that's come in new to this year with the Martin Sports Car Club iRacing League has been jumping into the GT3 cars. So here is Nicholas Vincent with his bright green wheels on the ZPM livery BMW M4 giving chase to Craig Klein, one of our newer drivers. So having the Plumley family have moved from Central Florida up to Tennessee and then changing membership up to the Mid-South region or the Tennessee SCCA up here, you'll notice that there's going to be a lot more of what iRacing has as Mid-South, which is the Tennessee area of SCCA, which we've invited in. So we're very happy to have those guys, and excited to be able to grow the league. And we really like to see still just a few more cars out there, and getting a little bit bigger tracks, and see what's going to happen next year. All right, so that's a good look at Nicholas. Who else is there? Dean is moving up like crazy. He absolutely loves that Lamborghini, and he's coming up on the Ferrari. Who is that? Number 19? Is that Daniel? Yep. So Daniel and Dean going at it. Watch. I gotta go back and watch this again and get some screenshots. So these guys are pretty close. And close. That's a better view right there for us. So here we are on board with Dean Dibdahl, who has been a great surprise. And for those of you who don't know, he turned 13 just a little while ago and is on a skyrocketing career, which is his nickname, is Rocket Chip. I'm not sure how the story goes, but hopefully his dad, Richard, can tell us how he did get the nickname Rocket Chip. But he has been just tearing up. He's got a win this year, a couple wins this year, I think, with the Martin Sports Car Club League. He also won the World Karting Association Winter League in another series, and that was great for him to win the championship. So glad to have Dean working with Zan Fleming Motorsports and out here just having fun with everyone else.
So how's it going, people? So it is amazing to see all these amazing cars. I have a very big challenge, and there goes a sloth climbing up a tree. But anyway, so is it too early to give out points?
No, it's not too early, as we're getting a good look here at Daniel Ciro in that Lamborghini. So those guys were going at it back and forth. So Daniel's not going to take that sitting down lightly. Well, he can take it sitting down. He's strapped into a car seat. Maybe not the one on TV, but at least the one in his house. So he's going to try to fight back here and try to get that spot back from Dean, who has moved up to 4th place. So go ahead.
So, the points. What's about maybe 500?
500? That's a good start. Do you think that's a good start?
Do you want me to hire it?
No, I will just give him more points later. How about that?
Does 700 sound good?
500's good. You can do 700 next time.
Okay.
All right, here is Josh, again, one of our newer drivers in the Ferrari. So if he's watching this, that's great. I hope he can set up and get on some trading paints there, and maybe he just likes that color, and that's his theme. He loves that. But we'd like to maybe see if he wants to win that Lexi Car Dress-Up Award. So, all right, there goes Chris Wells. Haven't talked about him in a while. He got really racy this week for some reason. I don't know if he did some work to his rig at home, or if he got the triples working, or the pedals. I don't know what he did, but he threw down some fast laps this week, so he's looking racy. Oh, there was someone that went off. Who was that? Someone was off to the side. All right, oh, Josh losing the back end. Oh, in the mid-range end, hitting the wall. Ouch, that's not a good day. So hopefully he can get that thing back to the pits instead of taking the tow. He did lose his hood somewhere, so if it went over the fence, a fan there in iRacing land did get a pretty cool thing. So yep, and so number 26 was Nicholas. He might have been one of the other cars that turned around. Two incidents were not involved with each other, but unfortunately that's what happened. All right, so let's check in with Bradley. I see him all over the back of Justin Hall for second place. So you really like that car, huh?
Yeah.
Yep. Something else too, let's go in. So here is Bjorn. Whoop, there he goes through there. So went back to Bradley. Got to figure out what's going on with the camera stuff. All right, so there's Bjorn. I watched his stream earlier, and this was his view, I would say, 19 out of the 25 laps. He was in somebody's rearview mirror, and I've got to say, I was highly impressed with his poise and the way he was able to keep touch with Tom right in front of him, and also equally impressed with Tom as well. Tom, coming from us again as one of the new drivers, was very happy to see these guys just, going at it. So there's a lot of GT3 love. How about we check in with some of the other guys? All right, there is Banana Man. Can't miss that. So Joss hitting pit lane after his little spin there. So, all right, there is Junie Thompson still in third place, getting through some traffic here. So at Silverstone, there are areas, you look at that's very wide, but the corners are so fast, it really doesn't allow for a lot of passing. So there are some areas that you come into that there's just one lane in and one lane out, especially after turn one, and then there's a straight and then into Maggot and Beckets. So talking about that, Jesse throwing down a 135 too, but Lexi, pick one of the yellow numbered cars.
Yellow number?
Yeah, well, and we'll go take a lap with them. So here's Banana Man. Oh, he's getting caught up in traffic. Oh, he was going to go into the pits and maybe not go into the pits. Not right sure what happened right there.
You?
Oh, you picked me last week. Let's pick somebody else. Oh, Andrew getting together. Oh, with one of the GT3 cars. That looks like Michael. Oh, man, that was horrible. He was leading the class.
Oh, how about we go with Jesse?
Yep, we can go with Jesse. Yeah, ouch, that really hurts. Man, that is some bad luck there, Michael. Not sure what happened with the race, but oh man, that was.
Before we check out Jesse, what does the new guy's car look like?
New guy?
Yeah, new guy.
It's probably what it looked like last week. Zane Plumbing Motorsports.
Oh, he must be a really big fan of you.
We've been friends for like 20 years, so makes me happy he's running my colors, and he's happy to be running my colors. So let's see. So you picked Jesse. So let's go to Jesse, and let's go with an onboard. There we go. Perfect timing. There's the start-finish straight. So good job, Lexi. So here we're going into turn one, down to the fourth gear, letting off, breathing on the throttle, swinging way out, but not too far. They just have a lot of areas. So here goes one of the most famous sections here, what they call through Maggots and Beckets. And it is crazy because you're decelerating through all this whole entire S's as each one tightens up and swinging way out wide before probably the longest stretch that we have here at Silverstone this week. And I did not have my little map to print out all the names of everything, so my apologies. So here's the turn. Now this is down to third, second gear through here. There it is, third gear, and swinging way out into one of the slowest corners coming up here. First gear left-hander. There it is, and you just got to work that wheel. And coming through this section here, it does open up. You want to just get on the gas and let it sling and slide all the way out. as we go to a short straight into another section of some S's. You can ride these curbs just a little bit through here, even though the LMP2s don't like riding curbs because they're so stiffly sprung that they do bounce around a little bit and they do spin you. Here's a off center, which is like a left-hander, into the tightest section right through here. Short all the way up, back down to first. This is the slowest corner of the track. A lot of patience, and you wait till you're way past the apex to get on the gas or you'll spin out. And here going through right before, and boom, there you are. There's one lap with Jesse Olsen, our leader in the LMP2 class. Yep, go ahead.
How about I give out points again?
Time for more points? Sure.
Well, it is lap 12.
Well, since, lap 12, you can give out points, and I'm going to have some Chattanooga whiskey. How about that?
Okay. Never asked me to drink that.
Oh, that's spectacular.
No kidding. It makes me want to drink it. Okay. Anyway. Ooh, there's a good-looking car.
Yep, that's the LSU Tiger car.
So now we know it's a Tiger and Moon.
Yep, and LSU is the college, Louisiana State University.
Well, it's a good-looking car. I didn't notice the other side. Anyway, so more points. I will give out 700 more points.
700 more? That's pretty good. So what's the total?
I'm not really a math person, but sure, I'll try it out. So that's 5 and 7. That's 1,200.
And a little more.
Huh?
And a little more.
A little more what?
Well, don't you ever give out extras? All right, so here we go with Bjorn. He's got a great run on the longest section, going to that third gear. So, man, Tom has been so tough in the corners. And Bjorn, these guys are racing each other so clean. So whatever I was talking about with these guys being so close and why this camera angle keeps switching all the time to everything. There we go. That's what I want to stick with. Go ahead.
Okay, so I gave out some extra points and I added the total, and we have about 15.
Yep. Awesome.
15. I added 3 more 100 points.
So who is Lexi's biggest mover? Who shook it up the most?
Who's it?
That's the one on the leaderboard with the highest number that's in green.
Oh, it's Dean.
Yep.
He's moved up 12 points. You know, one time I saw someone with, some points, and I added them. He was like, I think 12, so I counted up 12 and counted down 12, and then I realized that spot, so.
Yep. All right, so just to recap a little bit. So we're just a little bit past halfway. Oh, there goes Bjorn, Owen Tuxen on the inside. Boy, I tell you what, these guys are racing clean. I love it.
So, also, I realized if we were counting the lowest of who's the lowest, it's Michael.
Yeah.
6. Anyway, new guy is really good at racing.
Oh, there goes Michael. He definitely didn't throw his banana peel out far enough when he was having a mid-race snack in there, and it got caught on the back tire, and around he goes. It's like a banana smoothie when he spins around like that.
A banana smoothie. I think I like those.
I think they are good too.
We should make one of those at home.
We could.
Anyway, everyone's doing a great job. I am having a difficult time choosing who the Lexi Dress Up Car Award will be awarded to.
Yeah, there's some great looking cars here this week. So we just want to recap a little bit about who's in the hunt for the podiums this week. So Jesse Olsen out in front, like always. Junie Thompson in second. Had a great run, great qualifying, He is up there, and Zane Plumley in third. So he's seen himself looking for podium contention before a few times on this league, especially this year in the LMP2 car. So it looks like we got some 2 ZPM drivers up there on the podium for the LMP2s. Moving on to the GT3 class, we have Dean that's looking out front, who started last in that class and went all the way up to the front. But I know they're starting to cycle through some pit stops now. So maybe that's why things are moving that way. And then Daniel in second, and Tom racing with Bjorn. So Bjorn definitely wants to get past Tom very badly to get on the top step of the podium.
So what is going on? Yes, there is a lot of things going on. At the thing, pit stop restraining my straight length is, well, you are doing great.
Yep.
You're at 13, and it's only one. Oh, you just turned to 14. What does that mean?
Yep. So in the bottom right-hand corner is the pit stop strategy, and that's how many laps in yellow that everyone has gone on their original tank of gas when they started the race. And then if you look down at Andrew, down there at place number 7, he has 10 laps, and then he had some issues where he spun, and we saw that. He went into the pits and actually took fuel, so he did 10 laps on his original tank, and now he's 3 laps, which is the blue section of his second tank of gas.
So he was at 13.
Correct. And with this year, we are making sure that we always force a pit stop for everybody in the race to kind of switch things up a little bit.
Switch things up?
Mm-hmm.
Do you tell Jesse to go there?
Nope, everyone has to do it themselves. All right, so here we go. See, ducking into pit lane. Daniel comes through. Got to make sure that you hit the speed limiter and stay underneath the speed limit, or they will actually give you a flag to stop and hold for 40 seconds. So that really does ruin your race, because all that work you did on track, and you have to sit there for a while. All right, so looks like Daniel also in the pit. Yeah, or is that Nicholas?
We're with Daniel. So
I think yeah. So they actually ended up. Yep, they ended up getting tires. So see, yeah, Daniel came through and did not get tires. So he did a real quick pit stop. It's only a 25 lap race. So there's really no need to get tires unless you completely wore them out. So here's your Tom and Bjorn again. These guys. So Bjorn did get past him. Sorry, didn't get the pass on that. But now Tom is like ancient. No, he's not ancient. He's not old. I'm ancient. Probably one of the oldest drivers in this league right now.
You were only You were only 20 years old.
Keep going. Yeah, multiply that by some numbers. So
you're 51. That is
Thanks for sharing that with everybody. Now they can be like, oh, this old guy. I found a new league. All right.
You say one word, and I'm not giving any points to you.
All right. Well, I'm okay with that. All right. So Bjorn actually got out front in front of Tom, and looks like he's putting a little bit of gap on him. Maybe Tom had a little bit of mistake and gave up some time to Bjorn, but we'll keep an eye on these guys, because it looks like he's coming back. And Craig Klein, there he goes. He is catching up to Matt Jackson in the Audi R8. I think it's the only Audi that we have out here this week. And also with traffic coming through with Andrew, who did get his car fixed. So if you did see Andrew that went through and did wreck his car, and some of the other guys that did wreck their car as well, and they lost part of their bodywork, one of the things, oh no, what happened? Took out Andrew a little late on the brakes. I don't know if he locked him up, but definitely took out the back of Andrew on that one. So, oh man, that's a bummer. Doesn't look like a lot of damage for Craig, but Andrew's back there. He definitely lost some time on this one. So Andrew's not having a great race, unfortunately. And that's racing. Some weeks you are on top, and the next weeks you are definitely at the bottom. So there's a fine line between zero and hero when it comes to racing.
0 for hero.
Yep. So one of the races that looks like is heating up is Leland Giddens, who lost some spaces in the beginning, is starting to catch Zane Plumley. So he's down to 7 seconds. We'll keep an eye on that one. Junie's holding a solid second place behind Jesse for about 13 seconds back. And we're still, the reason I'm keeping this graph up here is we're trying to see when some of these guys are going to start pitting. I know Banana Man's already pit, so he pit early.
When did you leave the race?
And you can't whisper in my ear. People can't hear that.
Okay. How about more points?
Absolutely. Third time's the charm.
Let's add about 800 more.
800 more? That's awesome. There's Chris Wells looking racy again.
So we had 15, that's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 20, 21.
Yep.
That's 2,100 points.
That is a lot. So, all right, Tom from third place in the GT3 class is heading into pit lane for his pit stop. That will move the other guys up, Bradley into third up on the podium. As we ride along with Matt Jackson in his Audi R8, that sweet sounding V10. This car configuration for the road generally is a Quattro, but the race version of this is just rear wheel drive. So I mean, a lot of patience through that corner, and then on the gas, feathering it out to make sure you get a full acceleration through it. So those goes Andrew on the inside, and not much draft you can catch off of the LMP2 cars because they go through so fast it's hard to do. So again, down to a fourth corner, almost just like the LMP2 cars, and out and up into fifth before you get into the S's. All right, there's Nicholas just coming out of the pits. Again, unfortunately, we already watched his pit stop where he got tires. Not sure why he went back in again. Hopefully everything was okay. So one thing I was talking about before with vehicles that were losing parts and car parts and damage and stuff, because we like to race here, we don't like to sit in the pits. There's an option when we set up these private sessions or in part of the league is to have a fast repair. So if you damage your car out on the course, somebody hits you, lose a hood, wing, something like that, when you go back into the pits, when they do your gas and fuel, they will actually take a 0.2 seconds and they will make your car brand new all over again. And the reason for that is, it's not fun sitting in the pit waiting for your car to get fixed, which in iRacing sometimes can take up to 40 minutes, and it's only a 25 lap race. But I mean, we're here to race. We're not here. So if you have a damaged car, and get a fix, you're not going to automatically win the race, right away. It does take some time to do with that. So, and plus it keeps the other guys honest, I think, because there's a lot less bashing of doors or running into people if you turn the damage off, because then it turns into a version of like Gran Turismo, where you can just bang everybody and there's no consequences. So definitely like the way it's set up, and I think the drivers do as well.
I want to say a lot of people are out.
Yep, so here we go. Matt Jackson comes in to pit lane. And we're going to go check back in while he's getting some fuel. Check back in with Michael. So two BMW drivers through here, and Bradley has checked out 7 seconds ahead into first place ahead of these guys, and unfortunately I know that Michael had an incident where somebody did hit him. Justin, I think, has been pretty clean. Not really sure. All right, so the leaders are pitting. So Jesse and Junie come in, and that was a quick fuel stop for them with a certain amount of laps to go.
5 more laps to go.
Thank you, little 8-year-old calculator. And Junie looks like taking a little bit longer, but I think he was like 10 seconds back. So Zane Plumley's still out. There goes Junie. Chris Wells is up into fourth place ahead of Leland, so maybe Leland had a little issue. He was only like 6 or 7 seconds back from Zane from being able to get a podium. All right, Bradley throwing down a 149.4, not his fastest lap, but Michael definitely is putting the pressure on Justin. But Justin Hall from Shut Up and Drive It just threw down a 148.3, his fastest lap. So he's definitely feeling the pressure, and I think he's turning up the wick and saying, hey, this is my time. I need to be in front. I want to win this thing. I've won these things before, so watch out, get out of my way. I'm going to pass you one way or the other, and I think that's how he's going to do it. All right, Chris Wells goes into the pits. So a lot of the LMP2s, finally hit their fuel stop window. Zane Plumlee's not quite into the pits yet. Don't know if he has a different strategy or he's just trying to win it on stretching out that fuel for a shorter pit stop. Maybe try to gain some time. Whoa, that was
close.
Yes, that actually was a close one.
It was like this close, like an inch.
Yes, it did seem like that.
Or a quarter.
Yeah, these two are very well experienced drivers. So they definitely have had a lot of experience racing in general. I'm not quite sure about Michael's real life racing endeavors. Well, there he goes. Nice, beautiful inside move.
Let's see if he comes back again.
Yep.
What you doing, dude? I'm going to win this race. Get
I know.
out of my way.
You leave the door open just a little bit and somebody's going to sneak a BMW through it. Well, when you leave space in between a corner, it's like what they say is leaving the door open, so someone can go through it. But
yeah, I get it.
Oh, now you get it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So there goes Zane Plumlee in the pit lane. So he stayed out one lap longer than everybody else. He's just slow, or I don't know, he's feathering the throttle. I have no idea. So Leland back in 4th place. And this is going to be a tight race. So Zane comes out of pit exit. Leland passes the start-finish line. And let's see where they come out. There we go. So out of the pits, still with warm tires. Going through Maggots and Beckets. And Zane comes out 3 seconds back from Leland. So Leland Giddens putting in some fast in and out laps to make up a position on course. All right, let's see who else has got a fast. So where's Dean at? There we go. Dean moving in. There was between Bjorn, Dean, and Tom. Tom really looking racy this week, which is great. I guess that new paint job he has makes him a little bit faster. And Daniel's got some pressure as well. What you blinking at me for?
We are at lap 22 and we have 26 in all.
Yep, we do. We're closing in on the end of the race here. Jesse Olsen's still out front by a huge commanding lead. Oh, Zane Plumlee just dropped. So he was in podium contention again and dropped out. I guess there was a crash.
He's in 7 now. How
Yep.
fast was that bump? Was it at 3rd down?
Yep, had to go. Yep, had to go to the pits. So that's like the 3rd time Zane has given up a podium position and handed it to somebody else. I don't know what's wrong with that guy. Maybe he needs to learn how to drive, hang up his helmet, maybe become a broadcaster. I heard he's not too good at that either. So
you're right there. And stop saying that.
Oh.
Fine. It's like Bob Bleacher. No one. It does. We can say it in a car way. It's not about.
Oh, did you see that? Oh, Bradley turned in and hit the side of one of the back markers. And
he's back on the track.
Yep. Oh, and then whoa! What just happened? Oh man, Bradley. Oh man, I'm sure just like you're coming. Yeah, looking you're coming back on track and got tangled up. I think Bradley is not the happiest person right now, unfortunately. So man, that's a bugger.
About that car thing, we can say it in cars. So Like, it's not about the outside of the car. It's about the inside. You are a great racer.
I don't know about great. How about just a racer?
How about a great, kind, loving leader racer?
How about somebody who just organizes fun events for everybody else?
Sure.
Okay.
Loving.
But did you see Justin Hall has a different puppy picture for you?
A different puppy?
Yeah.
That's cute. How many pets does he own?
Apparently a lot.
Does he own a husky?
I don't know if he does. I don't think he does own a husky. He is in Florida. It's tough to own huskies in Florida. I know some people do have them, but it is a little tough.
What?
Because they have so much fur. Yeah, they have so much fur, and it's hot.
So that's why people have huskies here in Tennessee.
Oh, that is true. Yes. All right, there's Chris Wells, up to 5th place. That's a good result for him. He's definitely picking up speed, so we're glad to see him out there with the MSCC livery car. So he's definitely waving the flag for the club. And where is Dean? He looks like he's got a little bit of... He is still on the back of Bjorn, so the Lamborghinis are going at it, but he's running out of time.
We have about 2.5 laps left. It's 20. We are at 24 laps, and we need 26. We just have.
Or the end of 25th, which is 26, true, but.
So Junie does not have much time to catch up with Jesse Olsen, and everybody should get in front of people. And Banana Man passes through. Matt Jackson. New guy?
Nope, that's Dean.
Dean.
Yep. So here's the race for the lead in the GT3 class between Michael and Justin Hall. Unfortunately for Bradley, having some incident with the lapped car. So hopefully we can get that worked out. And one thing about our class and our league that we have here.
White flag.
Oh, white flag. Yes. We do have a Discord channel that we all communicate on, and we do discuss a lot of these things after the race to make sure that we can, have good racing, each week, and everyone kind of understands, some of the rules, especially in multi-class. It's not the easiest thing to race in multi-class, but generally the rule is the slower car keeps its line, and the faster car has the responsibility of getting around safely. So not quite sure exactly what it is, but also at the same time, if there are back markers, which are people that have been lapped, that are not fighting for position, and there's somebody that is fighting for a position behind them, they do get offline when they can, maybe on a straightaway or something, to allow the other guys so they don't interfere with their race. So not quite sure what happened between them, but definitely feel bad for both guys getting into the crash. So here is Jesse coming through. Looks like the last section of corners. Yep, sure is. And he's got one more slow first gear corner as he is going to go around.
5, 4, 3.
And last corner right here before he crosses the start-finish line. And there's another win for
Jesse Olsen.
Olsen.
Jesse Olsen is the winner once again, starting the donut party.
Yep. And there is Junie Turn 1 Thompson, which we've named because every single turn 1 he always dive bombs somebody going through. So Banana Man crosses the line. So there, Junie coming through. So a second place for Junie, ZPM driver. Very excited about that. I think that's his highest podium that he's had before. So there he is, and fashion a blink in the lights coming through. And let's see. And Michael has crossed the line. Has taken
disco ball in the air. I repeat, disco ball in the air. Oh, I think he went to space. Where'd he go?
All right, there's Michael, your winner for the GT3 class. So another win for him as well. Happy to have him, and he's representing the Mid-South Tennessee region here at the Martin Sports Car Club. So very appreciative of that. Leland Giddens comes through in third place. So he did move up one spot. So that's 2 of the 3 podium positions. Zane Plumbing Motorsports drivers can't be any happier than that. And let's see this. So going back to the GT3 class, Justin in 3rd.
Tom is the last one. Oh, there he is.
Yep.
Tom is going to... Wait, is that Tom? I guess so.
You guess so?
I guess so.
There he is with his celebratory donuts.
Save me some donuts, people.
All right, so just to recap again, LMP2 podium is Jesse with another win. Junie, a 2nd place, solid for him. And Leland Giddens in 3rd, another podium to add to his trophy case. In GT3 class, Michael with another win here late in the season. Have to check some points and get up to speed on that one. Followed by Justin Hall in 2nd. And Daniel, wow, ZPM driver. So 3 ZPM drivers on the podium. So very ecstatic about that. So that's awesome. Great day. So what do you got for closing remarks there, Lexi?
Well, we still have to do the winner of the Lexi Car Dress Up Award.
Oh, well, do you have a winner?
Yes.
And who would that be?
Well,
What would the car look like?
it's white and purple.
White and purple?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll have to go back and look for a white and purple car. And then we'll post it on the Martin Sports Car Club Facebook page. All right. So any last things you want to say?
Adios, people.
No, we're in Britain, not Mexico. Adios is Spanish. How about TTFN, Toodaloo?
TFM Toodaloo.
All right. Well, thank you again for hanging out with us and enjoying our broadcast as we here at Race 8. So 2 more races to go. So next week we're at Road Atlanta. Some of the local favorites. I know Jesse, that is his home track now that he lives in Georgia. And should be another interesting week with multi-class racing. So thank you again, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.